Hey, good morning, everybody. So one of the things that I feel like not a lot of people focus on is the tools that are available to Salesforce admins, Salesforce consultants, Salesforce end users to allow them to be a better consultant, admin, or end user. And one of these tools that I discovered this past week while I was trying to work through one of the issues was the Salesforce data metadata utility. So I found this in the Chrome web store, and the problem I was trying to solve was I wanted to know all my Picklist values for a couple different orgs that I work with. And without having to go through every single object, click on every single field, try to figure out which Picklist values are currently available in that object, I was thinking there has to be an easier way, something maybe a little bit less time consuming. I wanted it to be in a Excel format so that way I was able to document and make some changes and maybe do some comparative information there. And so this tool, Salesforce Data Metadata Utility, I found it and I absolutely adore it. I think it's so great, so powerful, and being able to see other things that it can do that didn't quite meet my personal use case there. But I'm hoping that there's something in here that will help you out as you're kind of discovering various utilities and various things that you can do with Salesforce. So like I said, my biggest thing there is I wanted to be able to export my Picklist values of an object, and without having to go through every single field, figure out which fields are actually pick lists, and then which fields are in those pick lists, and then also without having to copy and paste them into a sheet or using some kind of SQL query, I wanted to just have that sheet available to share and pass it along to the team that needed it. So that tool, I went ahead and I just downloaded it. It's a free tool, Salesforce Data Metadata Utility. And then once I followed the installation instructions, which it took me under 5 minutes, the really cool thing is I'm able to now navigate to an object. And then what I did is I right-clicked, and you have a couple different options here. The main options that I'll focus on is going to be the export picklist values and also the copy of the record ID. So the export picklist values, I just hit that button, and then what you'll see here is it downloads a file, an Excel file for me, and it has all my values in there now. So with one click, I'm able to export all of those values, and I'm able to use this sheet for documentation. I'm able to use this sheet for future use on before and after values. Maybe I'm doing a cleanup of all my Picklist values, and I want to really understand which values are currently in there and which ones are missing. And I'm also able to kind of have this be potentially a data dictionary that will be used across the company elsewhere. So as you saw there, I downloaded it, and now I open it up, and it has my object here. It also has my field API name. It has the value API name. So the way that I would filter this is I would filter by, like, if I'm looking for a certain Picklist value set for the billing state code, I would filter it by the billing state code API name. And then all of these are my values here that are available in this org. And then I also have my value label. And then I also have if it's active and if my default value is set. So all of these are active, and then all of these are not set to be a default when the field is filled in. So essentially, with one click, I was able to get exactly what I needed. I can do this for the objects that are available in the org. If I have to do accounts, contacts, cases, I can do all of that. And then I'm able to take this sheet and utilize it for whatever I need to utilize it for. Like I said, data dictionary, documentation, a cleanup project, anything else you can think of. Separately, in that same tool, I actually have another option too, which is record IDs. So I'm able to copy my record ID, whether it be 15 or 18. Of course, I always try to use the 18 digit record ID whenever possible. But what I did there is I just copied, or I right clicked, and then I hit the copy ID. And then I was able to copy this ID from my URL, and I'm able to use it elsewhere, whether it be for documentation, if I need to use it for any kind of troubleshooting. I now have that 18-digit ID available for me, again, all in one click. So hopefully this was helpful for anybody that's struggling to try to get all your Picklist values. Maybe you're looking to do a cleanup. Maybe you're just looking to find another utility that makes what you do a little bit easier. But I hope that you find some value in it. And I'd love to hear kind of if you've used this tool, how it worked for you, what was some of the use cases that you were trying to solve. And if you haven't used this tool, I'd love to hear, if you downloaded maybe the ease of installation, or another use case that you were trying to solve by finding this tool. So there you have it. A lot of tools are available on the Chrome web store. You could probably get lost in there for days just to see what other extensions you may have, but feel free to share any extensions that you absolutely love to use in your day-to-day as well. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys later.